One Direction, Drag Me Down. Introduction sounds something like this. We're going to take you step by step through the bass intro. We're going to show you the chords, and we're going to notice that on your page you've got the PDF in front of you. Basically, you'll notice that it's sort of color coded into a red and a green half. Basically, the green half is when you've got the capo on. In other words, you can put one of those on. It's another capo, different types of capos. And if you play the red, obviously you don't need one of these. But we're going to start, because it makes the chords easier, with putting our capo on the 3rd fret on the guitar. So the first step over here now is we're going to watch the tab in the green. We're going to work with the green tab, but let's focus in up close, and then we'll tackle everything from the chords as well. Okay, now you're looking at the green tab. If you don't have a copy of the PDF, please drop me a WhatsApp or an email. I'll happily send it through to you with pleasure. And your opening 00 on the 5th string is going to sound like this. Now, when I played through at the beginning of the video, I didn't have my capo on, so I used my 3rd finger for that fret. So the notes will sound the same until we get to the F minor in the red, which is actually the D minor with the capo on. I'm not going to go explain transposing right now. The bottom line is, because of the capo, I can't get to the 1st fret anymore. So those ones have to be changed. Okay, so the red ones are going to have to be changed. Okay, so you're working with the green, as we said, starting with the open like that, and then you're going to go 011 on your 6th string, top string. Notice my finger use as well. 133 next, and you may use your pinky if you really want to, and then the 55. Now that 55 I'm playing now, that actually should be the one I was talking about there. If you look at the red versus the green on the PDF at the bottom, you'll see the green 5s are directly below where the red 1s would be here, and obviously the capo disconnects this part of the guitar. So we have to change that part for the top there. So let's take it through now once. You and I together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. And we've got that. Next up, we're going to look at the chords. The chords are really, really straightforward. They're simply A minor, F, G, and D minor in that sequence from beginning to end. I'll show you the chords now. And the rhythms are going to change as we gradually progress through the song. So let's start with the chord shape. So you look at A minor. It's got finger number 1 on the 2nd string, finger 2 on the 4th string 2nd fret, and then the ring finger number 3 on the 3rd string of the 2nd fret, 1st fret, 2nd fret, obviously after the capo, which is at fret number 3. So there's your A minor. It should sound like this. Next up, we need to go to F. F is the one that you got your 1st finger flat across the bottom 2 strings in the 1st fret. Your middle finger number 2 goes to the 3rd string and the 2nd fret. Ring finger goes to the 3rd fret's 4th string, and you only play the bottom 4 strings for F. Next up, G. Finger 1 goes to the 5th string from the bottom, 2nd fret, middle finger number 2 goes to the top string, and the ring finger number 3 goes to the bottom string. So 6th string, 1st string, both in the 3rd fret. String 6, string 1. That's your G. Play all 6 strings. And we finish off with D minor, which is going to have finger 1, fret 1, string 1, like that. Middle finger number 2 is going to go to your 3rd string 2nd fret. Finger number 3 goes to your 2nd string 3rd fret. And we only play the bottom 4 strings for D minor. Now the cool thing with this song over here is that the rhythms change the whole way through. Now before we go to the rhythms, if you want to learn to play the song without the capo, in other words, you want to play it with bar chords, obviously just fast forward the video a bit further and we'll take you through that. But for now, we're still working with the open chords, everything in green. Okay. Now we're looking at the rhythm page, going to get your A minor back in position there. And you're looking at your strumming, so it's going to change the hand or the focus to your strumming hand a bit. And your opening strumming is going to sound like this. It's basically a double strum. Now, I want your homework is to find out where to find these strumming patterns within the song, because the strumming patterns are all there. They're at different places. So this is a nice way to practice different changes, practice training your ear to find where the different rhythm patterns are and piece the whole song together, which means you have to learn to know the song. But enough talking. We're on A minor and I'm going to strum rhythm pattern number 1, which has got a down arrow on the 1, up arrow on the and before the 2, 1, and then it goes quiet. So I'll still count 2 and 3 and 4 and, but with dead quiet. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now to get the quiet, there's 2 ways to do it. The one is to go, just put your palm at the back like I'm showing you now. Or what you can do is, if you just watch what my pinky's doing over here, my fretting hand, see that tapping motion on the strings? Watch this. Relax fingers 1, 2 and 3 and the pinky comes across. So this is the second way. This song, I think the palm tap is probably the best, so I would tend to sort of favor this one over here. I tend to rather go with, but do you use both combined will guarantee the best results. 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then you go to F, 2 and 3 and 4 and G, 2 and 3 and 4 and D minor 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try that together, slow motion. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and again now 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the silence is quite important. Later the guitar rhythm changes. You should be able to hear this one as well quite easily. On the count of the 2 as well as the 4, your even counts 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4, like that. That's all he does. So the damping is quite critical for the first and second rhythm patterns, the first, second strumming pattern. Let's take it together slow motion. And the trick here is not to strum on the first beat like we normally do. So as I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, you strum on the 2, not on the 1. Okay, let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 4 and 1 and 2. Are we getting it? 1 and 2. As simple as that. Now, rhythm pattern number 3 is arguably the easiest. All you do is strum and let ring. So you're going to go 2, 3, 4. So no staccato, nice flowing long chords, no silences. Off to the F, on to G now. Nice and easy. There's no issue with that one. Now, the fourth rhythm is a very cool rhythm. It's a lot more up tempo. It's going to sound something like this. This one over here, that the drums get a lot more busier in the song, so the guitar tends to sort of go into the background. But if you strum this rhythm in the more energetic sort of up-tempo parts of the song, it works really, really well. You're basically strumming down on the count of the 1 and the 2, and then the 3 and 4 and are simply down, up, down, up. So if you're looking at an overall 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And the trick there is not to let your chords ring on the 1 or the 2, but on the 3 and 4 and you can let them ring. Should we try this together slowly? A minor in place. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Now there are 1 or 2 other rhythms inside the song as well. See if you can find them. There's one, for example, where he goes, takes rhythm pattern number 1, and just before he changes to the next chord, he adds an extra up strum before the change. So what we're saying is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and... But that means a really quick change, but it works. Okay, let's going to change the angle a bit here so you can get a bit of a different perspective on the rhythm. And let's give it a go. This is not on the page, but I want you to try and work it out anyway. And then try and find it in the song. I can promise you it's there. A minor, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and... Sorry, my bad. Let's do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 4. So it's really quick changes. Okay, that should have been D minor. But really, really quick changes for that one over there. So super slow motion. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Up on the A minor, down on the F, 2, 3 and 4. Up on the F, down, up on the G, 3 and 4 and D minor. So really quick on the changes. One more time. Join me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So this one a bit more challenging, but it's a nice rhythm to get under control. See how it goes there. And that's basically all we need for if you're using a capo with Drag Me Down. Now, should you want to learn to play without the capo, you lose this. And then you play basically all the red. Now, this will be more for the advanced players. So you're going to go 3, 3, 2, 3 and 4, 3, 4, 4, 2 and 3 and 4, 4, 6, 6. And then to the 1. And that over there, those ones are what we spoke about that we're replacing the 5s. This is the octave higher when the capo was over here, and now it's lower because you can actually get there. On the chords, some new chords, you're going to focus more onto what the chords look like here. Replacing your A minor will now be C minor, finger 1 bars or frets rather all 6 strings. Finger 2 goes into the 2nd string, 3 and 4 go into strings 4 and 3 in the 5th fret, and C minor. Same chord as that. All that happened before was you had the capo there, and then you had your A minor, and now with the capo gone, your first fingers replace the capo, C minor. After that, your F becomes A flat, which means you move from the 3rd to the 4th fret, and your middle finger is now on the 3rd string from the bottom. Fingers 3 and 4 are now going to be onto the 6th fret, like that. B flat becomes pretty easy. You just simply slide A flat 1, 2 frets up to B flat. There's your chord. And then lastly for your F minor, you have to move all the way back down to fret number 1 without the middle finger on now, and fingers 3 and 4 in the 3rd fret. So if you're using the first rhythm now with bar chords, you can have something like this. Rhythm pattern number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2 and 3 and 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 again now. 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that would then replace obviously using your capo, and there you have it. Okay, if there's any questions with the song, drop me a WhatsApp. I'll be happy to help. It's a really fun song. For the beginners, it's got those nice open chords you spoke about. It's got a nice little picking riff. That's actually done on the bass, by the way, not a guitar. But it works well and works exceptionally well on acoustic guitars too. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Have an awesome week. Take care.